When three granddaughters, desperate to keep collecting her pension checks, they stuffed Grandma's body into the freezer and piled frozen foods on top to hide their secret. For 3 days, they thought they had the perfect plan. Everything started unraveling when Lisa went to pick up Grandma's pension in her place. The suspicious clerk, noting the elderly woman hadn't shown up in person for multiple visits, insisted on making a home visit to verify her well-being. Panicking, Lisa raced home to warn her sisters. They frantically hauled Grandma out of the freezer, but after a month of being frozen solid, the body was stiff as a board with no chance of thawing in time. To make matters worse, the Social Security inspector arrived early. Lisa desperately stalled him at the door while her sisters scrambled to set up a convincing scene inside. When the man finally entered, he found Grandma supposedly playing cards with her granddaughters, but her deathly pale, lifeless face immediately raised red flags. Thinking fast, Lisa dragged the inspector to her bedroom and launched into a passionate confession of love, anything to distract him. She managed to keep him out all day, and just when she thought they were in the clear, a stray dog came charging at them. The terrified man pulled Lisa back into their house for safety. Before they could catch their breath, the power went out. As Lisa fumbled for candles, Jack headed straight for the fridge, wanting to check if the food had spoiled. Lisa's heart nearly stopped, but thankfully all he saw were piles of groceries. The close call convinced the sisters that keeping Grandma in the freezer was too risky. They decided to move the body somewhere safer. Loading Grandma into their van, the three sisters hit the road at breakneck speed. In their panic, they completely forgot about their precious cargo in the back. Flying over a speed bump without braking, they sent Grandma's wheelchair shooting out the rear doors. The wheelchair, with Grandma still strapped in, somehow rolled all the way back home on its own. Meanwhile, the oblivious sisters got pulled over by the police. They thought it was game over, but when the officers checked the van, Grandma had vanished. While they searched frantically, Grandma's wheelchair was careening through the streets like a runaway race car, finally coming to rest deep in the woods. But when Lisa finally made it home, she was stunned to find Grandma tucked peacefully in bed. Before she could process this, Jack clamped a hand over her mouth. He'd discovered their frozen grandmother scheme, but had secretly brought her back because he didn't want to lose his beautiful girlfriend. He tried convincing Lisa to give Grandma a proper burial, but she refused. As long as they kept Grandma on ice, they'd have an endless supply of money. What they didn't realize was that their biggest danger was just around the corner.